Thunderdome. Tonight we'd like to celebrate our seniors, both the boys basketball players and 2 cheerleaders tonight for their years of commitment to the Wheaton Academy athletic program. We'd like to begin tonight by identifying the 4 varsity boy athletes. Davis Hoff, escorted by his parents, Annie and Christina Hoff. Davis has been a part of the boys basketball program for 2 years. Davis's teammates describe him as focused, kind, and a great teammate. Davis plans on attending the College of DuPage this fall to study business. Congratulations, Davis Hoff. Alex Moncal, escorted by his parents, Astra and Ursula. Alex has been a part of the boys basketball program for 2 years. Alex's teammates describe him as thoughtful, encouraging, and fun to be around. Alex will continue his basketball journey next fall while attending Carthage University. Congratulations, Alex. Juani Munoz, escorted by Curry and Angela Roberts. Juani has been a part of the boys basketball program for 2 years. Juani's teammates will describe him as passionate, fun-loving, and hard-working. Juani is still deciding what he's going to do next fall. Congratulations, Juani. Wyatt Vandervelde, escorted by his parents, John and Carrie Vandervelde. Wyatt has been a part of the boys basketball program for 4 years. Wyatt's teammates will describe him as humble, hardworking, and a loyal friend. Wyatt will be attending Wheaton College in the fall. Congratulations, Wyatt. And finally, Ben Nahad, escorted by David and Nikki Nahad. Ben is being represented at the state choir final this weekend. He is not with us tonight, but his parents are, and we appreciate that. Ben has been a part of the boys basketball program for 4 years. Ben's teammates will describe him as passionate, dedicated, and very wise. Ben is still deciding where to attend college in the fall, but has great options. Ben qualified to be a part of the Illinois All-State Choir performing today and tomorrow, and is not able to be with us this evening. Congratulations, Ben. We wish you all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our boys varsity basketball seniors. And yet we still have 2 more representatives from the cheerleading squad, 2 seniors. Sophie Murray, escorted by her mother, Carolyn Murray. This is the 3rd season of cheerleading for Sophie. She is undecided about her college plans for next year. She's been a major asset to the team this year and is known for always being fearless and always trying and willing to take new risks. Thank you, Sophie. And finally, Candace Lane, escorted by Stephen and Debbie Lane. This is her 3rd season cheering. She will be attending Keller University in the fall in a major in nursing. She's also committed to the Taylor cheer team. Very fun. Candace has been an unbelievable growth over the last 2 years, and we're so excited to see what she'll continue to do at Taylor University. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of our cheer team. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our graduating seniors. Thank you for contributing your time, efforts, and energy into the athletic program here at Wheaton Academy. We would ask that you form an arc underneath the basket so we can have some pictures taken, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Warrior Dome for the first time this season. I am super pumped to be your host tonight. I'm Jacob York. We're the Wheaton Academy Warriors boys basketball team. We're going to be hosting the Chicago Christian Knights, my apologies. And I have a special guest with me tonight. We got Hampton Grenowicz. The first time you're back on the mic in a couple years. How does that feel?
Feels pretty great to be back here. It's going to be an awesome night here. Lots of basketball going to go on. So just be pumped to be around here.
And if you guys did not know, this is the Warriors boys senior night, so it's going to be a fun atmosphere. There's a lot of people here already, and we're still, 16 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact from game time. So it's going to be a fun one. The Warriors have a lot of seniors tonight. It's actually one of our game changers, so rolling right into that. Why don't you take it away with the first game changer?
All right. The first game changer is the senior night. We have an almost all senior lineup today. We have 4 of the 5 stars being seniors. They are Alex Mountcalm, Wandy Munoz, Wyatt Vanderveld, and Davis Hoff. Davis Hoff is making his first career start as a varsity player, so he's definitely be pumped. The other senior on the roster is Ben DeHaan. He's not going to be here, so the team's going to have to look on for someone else to fill the backup center role. The environment here is going to be amazing. It's going to be electric here. You have the fans going to be the fans going to have lots of energy. The players, the seniors. So we'll see how well the basketball players do here with all this energy surrounding them. So you want to take up the other ones?
Yeah, absolutely. And make a quick note of Ben DeHaan. I think we owe him a shout out. He's actually competing at the IMEA Choir state championship, which is awesome. You have a versatile person. He was on the football team, who went to state, and then he was also on the choir team that goes down to state, and now he's on the senior boys basketball team. Doesn't get to enjoy his senior night. We got to give him a shout out as well. So Ben DeHaan, we love you, we miss you, and you're a big part of this program as well. Moving on to a more serious basketball game changer, we have defense. This is a key point for the Warriors this year. The Warriors, among teams in the 3A class, score third most highest on average in games. They have the third best scoring in all of the 3A class, and they're in like the 140s on the defensive side of the ball. So especially in a game like this, a big conference matchup, which is our next game changer, we'll get to that in a minute, they really need to play good defense all night long. You're going to look to guys like Hayden Schroeder later in the game. You're going to look to guys like Wandy Munoz trying to get a couple steals on the board. The Warriors just really need to execute good defense tonight. They have no problem putting points on the board. That is very for sure. But at the same time, they really just need to control the ball tonight on the defensive end and make it work for the offensive end as well, which they will do all night long. The last one is it is a conference matchup tonight against Chicago Christian Knights. It's going to be a fun one. The Warriors currently sitting 4th in the conference division going into the conference tournament this year. First time doing that in the new Chicago Christian Land Conference, so that'll be interesting for them. But yeah, it's going to be a fun matchup. The Warriors really chasing a good conference seed going into that, and a win tonight would definitely help them. So I'm excited for this game. How are you feeling about this one? Any last words?
Just be ready. It's going to be awesome, fun, highlight-filled basketball game. So it's going to be an amazing game.
It's going to be a good one. I have one last announcement for you guys, as this is a bit of a special live stream for me. Some of you may know, and if you guys have watched the Warriors live streams over the course of the last couple years, this is my last live stream. I've been on a live stream for almost 2 straight years now. There's been very few games that I've missed 2 straight seasons, and this is my last one, as I'm going to be able to focus on baseball in the spring and finish out my senior year. But this is my last one, so hopefully the Warriors can pull out a big W for me tonight, as it's a special one. I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it. So as we always say, Warriors country, let's ride. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warrior Dome here on the campus of Wheaton Academy for tonight's boys Chicagoland Christian Athletic Conference basketball game between the Knights of Chicago Christian and your Wheaton Academy Warriors. Before we begin our evening's competition, would you all please rise with me? Gentlemen, remove your caps for a moment of prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem. Gracious and loving Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day and the opportunity to be in this place tonight. We are thankful for safe travel and our friends and families as we celebrate the rich history between our two fellow Christian schools and our athletic programs. To God be the glory. We pray that you will protect these athletes as they play the game tonight. May their talents, efforts, and this competition be glorifying to you. We pray this in your Son's name. Amen. Please remain standing for the play of the national anthem. The Knights are coached by Kevin Pitler, JT Roots, and Brock Brown. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Wheaton Academy Warriors. He's a junior number 2, Todd Smith. Senior number 3, Alex Moncal. Senior number 4, Wendy Number 23, he's a freshman, Hayden Schroeder. And senior number 42, Davis Huff. And the hot starter number 5, Wyatt Vanderbilt. The Warriors are coached by Young Smith.
One last time, Warriors country. Let's get ready to go. It's senior night in the house. On the floor for the Warriors, we have Alex Moncal, Wandy Munoz, Tyler Smith, Davis Hoff, and none other than Wyatt Vanderbilt finishing off the squad. For Chicago Christian, we got Carrie Tay, Demo Gribbs, AJ Vandella, Edward Vandellen, Malachi Kreider, and it's going to be a fun matchup for us tonight. How are we feeling, Hampton?
Feeling pretty good. About to start with the tip-off with Alex doing the tip-off.
Attaboy, Alex, way to win it, and the Warriors will start with possession tonight. Tyler Smith tries to find a lane, sends it over to senior Alex Moncal. Wandy Munoz able to bring it down. As Wandy Munoz wearing number 32 tonight instead of number 4. As that will be a foul against Chicago Christian to start this game, and it'll be an inbound pass for the Warriors. That's a good start for the Warriors, showing good possession under pressure. That was some tough defense there from Chicago Christian. But the Warriors able to hold on to the ball quite nicely and draw a foul. Wandy Munoz at the top of the three-point line. Over to Alex Moncal for 3 now. And that one goes in and out. Good board there from Wyatt Vandervelde, though. Wandy Munoz wide open, three-point shot, and it's not quite good. Warriors need to find a basket early. Edward Van Dellen down the line. Wandy Munoz playing good defense. All the way on the other side. AJ Van Dellen with the ball now. Over to Malachi Kreider for the three-point shot. No good, and a good board there by Tyler Smith. Wyatt Vandervelde in the corner. He's able to slip away. Wandy Munoz to Alex Moncal for 3. And that one is in and out. My goodness, we cannot seem to make a basket on either side of the court tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wandy Munoz picks it off. He's got some speed going to the basket. Nice cut, layup, it's good! Wandy Munoz will start it off for the Warriors. And my goodness, Hampton, it is electric tonight in the Warrior Dome.
Both teams now finding the three-point line. So Wandy Munoz just took it to the paint and tried to score late, which he did.
And that's a great layup there. That doesn't go from Kerry Tague in the Maroon platoon, letting them hear it tonight. Wandy Munoz waits. Good pass over to Wyatt Vandervelde. Good patience there. Alex Moncal 0 for 2 from the three-point line tonight. A very good senior, recently committed to play college basketball. And my goodness, a very, very tough bounce there on the three-point attempt. And it'll be the Knights' ball. Yes, Alex Moncal, a senior on the floor for the Warriors, been a big impact for them so far this year. He committed to play D3 basketball to a small school in Wisconsin, but very competitive in all their sports. And Alex Moncal is going to be able to help them out quite a bit.
As you said, is one of the main points of emphasis for these teams. They have been continuing a great defense so far.
And absolutely, we're 3 minutes into the game now, and there's only 2 points on the board. Look to see a bit of a hot stretch from either one of these teams. Great defense by the Warriors, and the Maroon platoon giving them some credit for it. And it will force a turnover, and that is about as loud as it's ever been for a defensive play in the Warrior Dome.
That suffocating defense just had no outlet, no pass available for the Knights.
Definitely something that Coach Smith has helped them work on as of late. Davis Hoff getting his first touches on the floor this year. One more to Wyatt Vandervelde, and they call it travel against Wyatt Vandervelde. I believe they got that call right, ladies and gentlemen. Just moving a little bit too quick. Had the ball under his feet a little bit. He just needed to slow things down. He had the move correct. I think he read the play very well. It just needs to slow it down a little bit. But Wyatt Vandervelde, definitely a leader on this team, a very skilled basketball player. Not enough good things I can say about him. And Wyatt Vandervelde right on cue, able to pick it off and Kerry Tague for a three-point attempt. And he will give the Knights the lead. Nice shot there by Kerry Tague. Wyatt Vandervelde over to Wandy Munoz. He's going to try to cut down the middle. Over to Davis Hoff on the outside for 3. And he just shoots it a little bit too far. Seemed like the moment got to Davis Hoff there a little bit. Oh my, defense by Tyler Smith. He says, get that out of here. Kerry Tague with the inbound pass now to Edward Van Dellen, and he misses the shot. Tyler Smith over to Wyatt Vandervelde. Doesn't have a lot of room. Tyler Smith for 3. And my goodness, the Warriors just cannot knock him down here early in this game.
That's 4 early misses from the three-point line already.
I believe if I'm Coach Smith, you just got to keep letting them shoot till they get 1. And once they get 1, they're going to start falling. And, oh my goodness, back-to-back layups don't go the Knights' way. Wandy Munoz still handling the ball. And Wandy Munoz will take a charge there. And it'll be the Knights' ball. Nicely done by Chicago Christian.
Kerry Tague just saw him coming right for the layup, and he was able to stay his ground and get the charge called.
Edward Van Dellen will start it up for the Knights. If you guys are joining us and you like the broadcast, definitely drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Any questions you might have. I know we got a lot of people in attendance tonight. Edward Van Dellen, give him a shout out. He's fired up for his team as it's a 5-2 lead. The Knights take a 3-point lead after starting down 2-0, but a very low scoring first period. As Alex Moncal at the top. Tyler Smith over to Alex Moncal. And Wandy Munoz able to recover. A bit of confusion there for a minute. Davis Hoff for 3. Bang! 5-5 and the Maroon platoon erupts.
Finally, we're able to get a 3-2 down.
And now a turnover forced by Davis Hoff. And Wandy Munoz will pick up the ball and move the other way. And to Alex Moncal. And they call a travel. Oh man, that's a tough call if you're Alex Moncal and the Warriors. Great pass by Wandy Munoz and a good decision. You could tell Wandy Munoz was looking for the pass to Alex Moncal for Alex Moncal to go up and dunk that one.
It's a great start by Davis Hoff with his first start, forcing turnovers, making the only 3 for the Warriors so far.
Good 3-point shot there, but it is no good. That was Malachi Kreider from Chicago Christian. Hayden Schroeder gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and it'll be the Warriors' ball.
Early on, you can see the Warriors are trying to push the ball down the court.
Hampton, I think this is going to be a great game. I'm really excited for what the rest of this game holds. Both these teams look dead even. This game last year came down to the final minute, and we might have a game like that once again tonight. Wandy Munoz wide open at the 3-point line. Decides to take multiple men with him.
Another traveling violation. Seems like the energy.
I couldn't actually see what the call was on that one. I didn't see whether the ref on the side called it or if the ref down low, because the ref down low was pointing to the line as if Hayden Schroeder stepped over, but he looked like he was in good position.
Yeah, the side ref was motioning for a traveling violation.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure they got the call right. Saw something that on that play that caused the travel, and it's going to be the Warriors' ball.
Another great defensive stop for the Warriors. Just containing the paint, trying to make every single shot the Knights put up as difficult as it could be.
Absolutely. I hope you guys can see there on your camera how big the Maroon platoon is tonight. It is as packed as it's ever been. Wandy Munoz with a lot of space. Good pass to Hayden Schroeder down the middle, but it's picked off by A.J. Van Dellen. Passes it over, and it's a great layup there from Nate Schneiders just into the game and gives his team the lead. A great layup and a great pass there.
Tyler Smith was so close to blocking it up high.
Tyler Smith under a lot of pressure. Wandy Munoz waits. Good pass over to Tyler Smith. Great job and late contact there by Chicago Christian. Surprised there was not a second whistle because there was a pretty early whistle blown on and then a lot of contacts afterward. Sam Swoboda's in the game for Davis Hoff as he's going to get a standing ovation coming off the court. Nicely done by Davis. That's a good pass out to Tyler Smith at the top. And it is no good. We're still struggling from the three-point line tonight. 1 for 6, I believe, so far, Hampton. As Sam Swoboda playing really good defense there, but Edward Van Dellen will lay that one in. As Nico Griggs is on the floor now. Tyler Smith sends it over to Wandy Munoz. And a Euro step and couldn't quite have that one fall in for him, but a great showcase of his ball handling abilities. A.J. Van Dellen driving the paint. Tough shot, my goodness. 11-5 Chicago Christian leads, and a very wise timeout called there by Coach Smith. Hampton, what do you think the message is right now if you're Coach Smith?
You have to get a stop. They have not gotten a stop in a while. Knights going on a nice little run here. Most of it is coming from the paint. They need to get some stops in their paint, get a rebound, and try and push the ball, as that's where some of their points have gone from pushing the ball up the court, trying to get an easy layup in transition.
Absolutely. I think if you're Coach Smith, you got to slow things down a little bit. You have to try to find the paint. They haven't had too many shots in close, and right now I think Chicago Christian is saying, let them take all those shots. If they're not going to make them, let them keep taking them, and we'll take the ball. But you have to be patient if they're Warriors. Really knock down your shots. Really focus on it. But the Warriors have the capability to do that. But stay confident from the three-point line. It's going to fall eventually, but you have to stay patient and stay shooting. You can't just give up on the three-point shot just because it hasn't fallen so far in the first quarter.
Well, I think that those early misses are affecting the Warriors. They seem a little bit hesitant trying to shoot the ball even when they have open shots, especially Alex Mountcalm missing a couple already. It's just been, he gets the open shot, but he doesn't take it.
I do appreciate whenever the pep band is here, that is for sure, but it is a little bit different when we have the students all the way from left to right in the maroon platoon. It looks pretty cool. Good pass out to Sam Swoboda. Tyler Smith to Wandy Munoz in the corner. Good pass to Tyler Smith to Wyatt Vanderveld in the corner for three, and that shot was a little too much on the line. He needed a little more arc under that one. A.J. Vandella now puts on the brakes. He will pass it off to Kerry Teague, and he is stuffed there. Stuffed at the three-point line. And A.J. Vandellen for three in the corner. It's no good, and brought down by big, tall freshman Hayden Schroeder, number 23 on your screen. Sam Swoboda to Wandy Munoz on the outside. Wandy Munoz tried to pass it, and it will be a travel against Chicago Christian. And Sam Thomas now into the game for the Warriors. I love the energy that Sam Thomas brings. He's a transfer, his first year playing here for the Warriors, and I absolutely love it. He is electric. He's a fan favorite, too. And getting fan favorites into the game really pumps up the crowd and pumps up your team. Wandy Munoz for three. Speaking of fan favorites, you can call him Wandy Munoz. And they're only down three now. And that was a good half-court shot with a little time left in the first quarter. But that will end the first quarter of the night. Only 19 points scored between the two teams so far.
Yeah, most of that is because of the poor shooting, mostly on both teams. So later in the quarter, you have the Knights finally getting some of their shots falling. And with the last possession by the Warriors, you had Wandy Munoz make that three.
Absolutely. I think also a big part of why we're mentioning the Warriors shooting and not Chicago Christians is because I think the Warriors have taken more shots. They're not holding the ball as long as Chicago Christian. Chicago Christian's also really driving the paint. They have a lot of missed layups early on in the game, but not necessarily a lot of three-point shots that haven't gone in. So I think that's a huge part of Chicago Christian's game is exploiting the three-point shot, making the Warriors take it, but also taking it yourself. If the Warriors are going to give that to you, take it. But at the same time, if Chicago Christian can get the ball in the paint, don't broke if it ain't fixed.
Yeah. You can tell the Knights have been having a methodical approach to their offense. Either they're not selling for that shot, for that three-point shot. They're driving in, seeing if they get a nice layup. Other than that, they'll kick it back out and try to drive again.
Absolutely, we're getting ready for the second quarter here. Should be good. I'm excited. Also, for those of you tuning in, usually we say go grab a snack, go grab a drink at the end of the first half, but I want to encourage you, go grab a snack and go grab a drink really fast because we have a special guest coming back on, and that's Coach Smith is going to come on at the end of halftime and talk with us, and talk with me specifically a little bit about the halftime message and about the seniors so far. That's a great shot there, and it doesn't quite fall. That was Malachi Kreider once again. Wandy Munoz is going to try to slow it down to Sam Thomas in the corner. Good pass. Good passing all around. Wyatt Vanderveld cuts through the middle to Sam Swoboda. Wandy Munoz to Sam Thomas for three, and my goodness, that was pass after pass after pass. I believe that had a lot to do with the message from Coach Smith there at the break. Edward Vandellen with the ball. Knights trying to get something going. Malachi Kreider. Over to A.J. Vandellen, it's stolen by Wyatt Vanderveld. He is going to lay it in the basket himself. Happy senior night, Wyatt Vanderveld. there's that excellent leadership and defense that we mentioned earlier.
First points, too, off of transition, off of a turnover.
Carey Tague. As the Warriors creeping their way back in this game, trying to find a lead. Sam Swoboda will take a foul there. There's that replay of that steal there by Wyatt Vandervelde. Just a cool, calm, and collected layup, too. A lot of times, guys start to get in their head when they're all alone on those layups. What if there's a guy right behind me? None of that from Wyatt Vandervelde there. Carey Teague. Teague passes it to the middle and stole it by Wyatt Vandervelde once again. And he'll send it over to Sam Swoboda. Sam Swoboda. Sam Thomas now over to Wandy Munoz. Sam Thomas wide open, will pass it over to Hayden Schroeder. He's gonna try to find a way and try to jam it in. Tough decision there from Hayden Schroeder. Good ball handling there by Demo Griggs. And a foul will be called against the Warriors once again. Tyler Smith will get in the game, along with Charlie Canaris. This is my first time ever seeing Charlie Canaris in the game personally. He's number 20 on your screen, but I've heard he has quite the shot and can handle the ball really well. And there he is on defense there, playing very good defense. He's also a very good wide receiver for football. And
nice save by Wyatt Vandervelde. Saved an open layup. That's 3 straight stops just by Wyatt.
Bit of confusion there on who the ball was. And short jumper there by Demo Griggs, and he nails it. 3-point lead now for the Knights. Charlie Canaris over to Sam Thomas. Had a wide open shot, decided not to take it. Charlie Canaris back to Sam Thomas. Bit of a different formation of players than normal. Wyatt Vandervelde under pressure. To Charlie Canaris on the outside, decides not to take it. Wyatt Vandervelde had an open shot, decided not to take it. And Chicago Christian finally gonna take the ball away from the Warriors.
That zone defense for the Knights has been pretty good so far. They've allowed some open looks, but they really have been on their game so far.
As that is a tough shot there by Edward Van Dellen, but he nails it. And 5-point lead now for the Knights. Warriors need one big play right now to get back in this game. I think the Warriors in the next minute are gonna go on a big-time run. Wyatt Vandervelde mid-range jumper, it's good. Nice shot there, that's a tough shot in a tough position. You have to rush, you gotta get the ball out quick, and he did just that, and now the Warriors pick the ball back up. Great move by Charlie Canaris, but stopped there by Edward Van Dellen, and then Charlie Canaris takes another foul as he tried finding Hayden Schroeder there for the dunk, but pass did not quite get through. I think this place would have came unglued if Hayden Schroeder would have dunked that one.
Yeah, recently the fans have quieted down. You have the Chicago Christian fans. They have been the loud ones here so far, probably because of how well their team's been performing with a lot of points being scored for them.
Momentum is definitely in Chicago Christian's hand at this point in the game. I do believe the Warriors just need one big play and they'll get their fan section back in it. And Tyler Smith will steal it. He's gonna take it to the net. And he fell, but still made the layup. My goodness, that was unbelievably impressive. It looked like he slipped.
Almost looked like he was trying to overthink it. Maybe going for a dunk, but then ending up slipping, but able to save it.
Wow, that was unbelievably impressive from Tyler Smith.
As they're trying to clean up that wet spot over there that Tyler just slipped on.
My heart sank a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I will not lie to you. I thought Tyler Smith just snapped his ankle in half as he went up for that dunk or layup. I don't know what happened, but it was ugly. It was ugly, but the more impressive part is Tyler Smith made that basket. That was unbelievable. That was pure athleticism and control, and he took a big hit on that fall as well.
He almost went completely sideways in the air while making it.
Edward Van Dellen now. Is Joel Barman on the floor now for the Warriors. That's a three-point shot, no good, and Tyler Smith will be able to get the board there. Wandy Munoz with speed to Charlie Canaris. Great pass to Joel Barman for three, and he can't quite nail that one. Great athletic attempt by Charlie Canaris. He's playing with some fire right now for the Warriors.
He is. You saw the other pass, couldn't have converted, but this one he was able to save the ball first and then make it a great pass to get Joel Barman a great look from three. Not able to convert it though.
Carey Teague will start up for Chicago Christian now. Good defense there by Charlie Canaris. Good pass, but Tyler Smith is able to get a nice stop and laid in there by Demo Griggs. Warriors just don't have a defensive answer right now for Chicago Christian. Wandy Munoz wide open three-point attempt, and that one bounces in and out. My goodness, the Warriors just got to knock down some shots. And good defense there by Wandy Munoz, and Tyler Smith will restart it. Someone's going to have to nail a three-point shot eventually for the Warriors. Tough lay by Hayden Schroeder using his size to his advantage, and a timeout called by head coach Kevin Pittman from Chicago Christian. Probably just trying to slow things down. The Warriors starting to creep their way back into this game. They want to reestablish their momentum, reestablish their dominance so far on the court, and hopefully finish out this first half strong.
Coming out of that last timeout by Coach Smith, looked like their game plan on offense was try to feed freshman Hayden Schroeder the ball in the paint. He's gotten up multiple shots, finally able to get one down.
We got 30 seconds left here in the timeout. I just want to give a shout out to everybody on the live stream crew tonight. We definitely have a full broadcast, and it's our first one of the 2024 year. Can you believe that? This is 2024 we're now in. I still don't believe it personally myself. We got Judah, Gabe, Phoebe, Mark, Jackson. We got Hampton up here. First time in a while. I'm excited for all you guys tonight. And we got to thank the one, the only Miss Burek doing all the tech stuff up there tonight. Shout out to her. She figured out a very big tech problem the other day, and we didn't even know what was going to happen with this live stream because of all the tech problems we've had over the last couple of days. So shout out her. Sorry we did not get a senior night for the girls live stream. It definitely was amazing. I was here for almost all of it. It was a fantastic time, but yeah, it was pretty unique, and we're sorry that we didn't get a live stream. And he stuffed at the line, Hayden Schroeder. My goodness, what a defensive effort. Hayden Schroeder now to Wandy Munoz on the outside. Tyler Smith gonna try to make a tough play himself, and he will go to the line. Nicely done by the Warriors as it got intense there for a minute. My goodness, what a stop by Hayden Schroeder. That was spectacular.
He just stuffed the ball right out of his hands. Had no shot of going in at all.
This is a huge free throw right here for Tyler Smith. And he knocks down the first one. Nicely done, Tyler Smith. 17-17 now is our score. Warriors knotted up. Look at that backboard cam, ladies and gentlemen. That is spectacular. Best shot in the house for sure, as Miss Burek apparently is dedicating that shot to me. It's my favorite. But I think we just give Miss Burek some more credit because she's the one who took the shot herself. I mean, that is just a fantastic angle, Hampton.
With that last free throw, the Warriors finally take the lead for the first time in the game.
As Carey Teague will pass it to the outside once again to Malachi Kreider. Kreider has nothing going there, and a good defensive play by Wandy Munoz. Hayden Schroeder, he waits, tries to make a tough lay, and he can't quite make that one. Tough decision making so far from the Warriors on shots in close. As Edward Van Dellen for three. It's no good, and Hayden Schroeder will get the board there, but a tough pass, and he stuffs him again!
Another
Oh
block.
my goodness! Hayden Schroeder back-to-back stuffs in as many plays.
He is single-handedly controlling the paint, not allowing a single shot off.
As Chicago Christians fans letting the Warriors hear it a little bit. As Teague on the outside passes it back over to A.J. Van Dellen. Edward Van Dellen now. Good defense now by the Warriors. Edward Van Dellen, and he gets stuffed by Tyler Smith. And that's a travel, and it'll be the Warriors' ball. That's great defense by the Warriors that time.
Amazing stops back-to-back, 3 blocks, 2 possessions. It's been amazing defense, a nice turnaround after the first quarter for the Warriors.
Joel Barman with the ball, passes it over to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith trying to find a lane. Good pass over to Alex Moncal for 3. From deep, he bangs it home! 21-17 with under 2 minutes to play now.
Finally, Alex Moncal was able to get a shot going down from the 3-point line. That clearly got the momentum completely on the Warriors' side with the fans going in.
Teague passes it over and it gets picked off. Hayden Schroeder with some speed. Euro step and one! Hayden Schroeder, and the Warriors got some momentum now.
You can hear
the Maroon platoon. Indeed, we can hear them getting back into the game a little bit. As I said, after one big play, they might jump back into this game. This is a big free throw.
It is.
Every point matters at this point, and that one doesn't quite fall. Hayden Schroeder on the outside. He's going to try to make it up himself, and he'll go back to the line for 2. Yes, we didn't make the free throw, but we got 2 more out of it instead. So Warriors will definitely take that break.
It's a nice rebound by Alex Moncal, able to get the board, giving the Warriors another chance to increase their lead.
Hayden Schroeder's first free throw is good, and it's 24-17. The Warriors lead. Nicely done. Once again, if you guys are joining us, please subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at TheRealWaTV for more live stream updates and news. Got a lot of live streams up and coming. Got one more basketball live stream before we get to the soccer, lacrosse, baseball season. And Hayden Schroeder not able to get that one, and that's going to be a foul against Alex Moncal, and it'll be the Warriors' ball as A.J. Van Dellen getting very physical against Alex Moncal as Alex Moncal drew a foul there. Smart play by Alex. A.J. Van Dellen just got to calm himself down right there because that was a pretty obvious call for the ref.
The Warriors have been dominating on the glass.
Wandy Munoz for 3. Don't mean to interrupt you, but don't mind if I do for a Wandy Munoz 3-pointer. 10-point lead now for the Warriors, and that is a short 2-point shot. And Wandy Munoz got steam ahead. He puts on the break short, mid-range jumper, no good. Hayden Schroeder gets loose, and he's able to bring it home. Warriors getting hot here in the second.
You can see those offensive rebounds turning into more points for the Warriors.
As Davis Hoff picks it off. Davis Hoff might take it himself. He does, and it's a tough layup, but Hayden Schroeder will put it in for him. 31-17, the Warriors lead now. And a timeout is called by Chicago Christian. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. The Warriors got hot there.
They had all the momentum. As you can hear the fans once again, as loud as they've been the entire game.
Someone who got hot for the Warriors there was freshman Hayden Schroeder. Got a couple of big boards for them, took a couple good free throws, an and-one situation. Did a fantastic job at the end of this first half.
The 2 bigs for Wheaton Academy are doing amazing on the glass, trying to get as much rebounds, dominating the boards, cleaning up the glass for them, and leading to more second chance points for these Warriors.
21 seconds left in the first half here as it's 31-17. Warriors going to try to stop them from just getting any more points on the board. I'm sure they're not going to force it, trying to get more points themselves, maybe take one last-second shot if they get possession. However, I think Chicago Christian is going to try to put a 3-pointer on the board before going into halftime and try to get a little momentum back.
How are the Knights right now? I would hold on to the ball as long as I can to get the last shot. There is you want to make sure that the Warriors do not get the ball.
As Teague will start it off for Chicago Christian, but you got Wandy Munoz playing defense on him. And Wandy Munoz forcing great defense. As Malachi Kreider will pass it to the outside, and that's a travel, 100%. Almost called it myself before the ref did, if I'm being honest. I saw that play happen in slow motion, Hampton. I was almost throwing up my hand, calling it myself, pointing in the right direction. I saw that shout from a mile away, but the Warriors going to play for one shot here.
5 seconds left. They need to get a quick shot up.
Wandy Munoz rushes ahead to Alex Moncal in the corner for three, and it just misses. That would have been a fantastic way to end the first half. Nevertheless, the Warriors lead 31-17. A fantastic first half of play. Doesn't get much better than that. I mean, low scoring, but the Warriors came out strong at the end of the first half.
Yeah. After the first quarter, they finally got the three-point shots finally going down, able to take the momentum and carry it onto a large run to take that 14-point lead, as you said.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to grab a snack and drink here in a minute. You should do the same. Come back pretty shortly in about 4 minutes because we got an interview with Coach Smith you guys do not want to miss at the end of halftime. So that should be pretty fun and pretty entertaining. We'll see you then.
held at Dundee Crown tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. We'd love to see you come out and support the girls. And ladies and gentlemen, one last time, tonight we would like to honor one last individual for his contributions to the Warrior Athletics and Wheaton Academy TV. Over the last year and a half, Jacob York has been the voice of the Warriors Athletics on WAR TV. Tonight, this may be his last broadcast. Football games, soccer games, lacrosse games, basketball games, and volleyball games. If there was a WAR TV live stream, you could count on Jacob's enthusiastic voice commentating the game. Jacob's incredible ability to know facts about the players both home and away, and then have a vast knowledge of each sport made his broadcast very insightful. He also brought excitement to the headset. Jacob, we want to thank you for your time and your effort that you've given so generously to the Wheaton Academy Athletics. We look forward to seeing where God will take you, and you'll be able to use your gift. Again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Jacob York, the voice of WAR TV.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have a special guest up here in the booth. We got Coach Smith, little mid-game interview. Coach, what was the intermission speech like to the boys?
Before I even talk about the speech, I just want to say it's been an honor doing some broadcasts with you on the football field, talking about sports, having you in class. That was a special tribute. You deserve all of it. Halftime speech was talking about the run that we made to finish the second quarter was huge for us. We were coming out a little slow. We struggle against zones, I'll be honest. It's a work in progress. But there we started to figure something out late in the second quarter, and it was spurred on by our defense. Coach Klum let me know that we did not give up a point the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. So if we can turn defense to offense, we will find our flow.
Absolutely. Last thing we want to touch on before we got to let you go is earlier in the game, you guys seemed that you weren't knocking down shots from the three-point line. I believe it was 0 for 6 at one point. There's definitely a need to be careful with that in case you don't want to keep shooting if you're not going to make it. But at the same time, one shot leads to another in a basketball. So how does that play out in the rest of this game?
100%. It's a reality. We have advantages inside. We're going to take advantage of those, and the guys know when it's the time to shoot. The ones that are off one or two passes, those aren't the ones. It's those rhythm threes off of an inside-out kick-out where you just feel the in rhythm and you step up and knock it down. But I agree with you. We saw a couple go in. Confidence breeds confidence, and basketball is a game of runs. So I just hope that we can come out in the third quarter and have another strong start.
Real quick before we got to let you go, it's senior night. Any thoughts on that for the boys?
I just love all these seniors. They've helped me continue to build the program. Wandy Munoz coming from the DR, Alex Moncal coming from Bartlett. Davis Hoff has a unique journey, playing his sophomore year, not his junior from injury, and now senior. And then Ben and Wyatt, who's not here, Wyatt who is, the only two players who've played all 4 years at Wheaton Academy from that class. It's a unique group, and because of their stories, they really bring a ton of value to this program. I'm really grateful for them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we're getting ready to go here. Definitely a privilege to be on WA TV for 2 straight years now. A lot of different broadcasts, a lot of different memories. There's definitely something special about it, and definitely something special about this being the final one in my farewell broadcast. However, we got another exciting half of basketball to get to, because let me tell you, that first half of basketball, there was a lot of action there. It was no points for a while, all defense, and then it was all offense, no defense. So hopefully there's maybe a little more balance and control, but I just want the Maroon Platoon to get into it here in the second half. I want the Warriors to be able to knock down some three-point shots as well.
Like Coach Smith said, it was a game of runs so far, and it will continue to be a game of runs. So we'll see if the Warriors can do that and continue to have a great scoring run.
As here we go, it is the Warriors' ball to start the half. And Tyler Smith has got the ball to start. Wyatt Vanderbilt to the corner. Wandy Munoz. Seems like a bit of a better defensive structure there from Chicago Christian early on. A.J. Vandellen over to his brother Edward Vandellen. As that's passed off to Malachi Kreider. A.J. Vandellen, tough shot. And it's a jump ball. Nice defense by the Warriors. However, it's still Chicago Christian's ball.
Yeah, it was another great stop by freshman Hayden Schroeder in the paint, but we'll see if they continue to keep that defense up.
A.J. Van Dellen at the top of the three-point line now. Over to Edward Van Dellen. Kerry Teague. Over to Malachi Kreider. Good defense there by Tyler Smith as he took a hand to the face. My goodness, Tyler Smith is taking a beating tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like he'll be all right while he's stretching out that jaw that he just got hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat. We got graduated senior last year. He's a freshman now at Aurora University. Jeffrey Hilmer is in the house tonight watching the game, which is definitely a special treat.
The last call out on the Warriors, I kind of disagree with that call. I thought I saw someone on the Knights touch it right as it went out of bounds.
Good pass there by the Knights as Demo Griggs will hand it off. And Wandy Munoz able to pick this one off. Alex Moncal, he lays it down! Big time dunk there by Alex Moncal. And good defense by Wyatt Vanderveld. Oh, and a great defensive stop by Edward Van Dellen.
A backward swat. I haven't seen that in a while.
Behind his back, just knocks it out of thin air.
Some great hand-eye coordination on that steal.
Great passing there by the Knights. As Edward Van Dellen can't lay it home. And Alex Moncal restarted for the Warriors. Over to Tyler Smith to Wyatt Vanderveld on the outside for three. It goes a little bit too far, but Wandy Munoz will wait. He goes to the middle, passes it to Tyler Smith on the outside. Alex Moncal for a three, and it is just a little bit too far.
That three ball has been a little tough for Alex so far in the game, only making one or two out of multiple shots.
That's a tough shot there by Demo Griggs. Got to give credit where credit's due. Mid-range jumper, made the best of it. Tyler Smith. Over to Wandy Munoz now. Back over to Wyatt Vanderveld. And that one's picked off. And Alex Moncal couldn't quite get a handle on it, but Wandy Munoz picking it off. And still struggling to get it up, and he does. And tough play by Wandy Munoz. Oh my goodness, that never gets old.
A nice contest at the rim. Wandy was still able to power through it and get that layup to convert.
And that's a foul on Edward Van Dellen. So he got brought to the floor pretty hard, but he will go to the free throw line for two. 35-19, the Warriors lead now as we are halfway through the third quarter. First free throw attempt is not good, but that's why you get two, ladies and gentlemen.
Edward Van Dellen looks a little shaken up after that hard foul he just had.
He's got 6 points in this game as well. As good board there by Tyler Smith, as that was 0 for 2 from Edward Van Dellen right there. As Joel Barman's back in the game for the Warriors. As Hayden Schroeder puts it up, nicely done. 37-19, the Warriors lead now. They're starting to pull away. Coach Smith, you could tell there on the interview, as that'll be no good on the pass attempt. It'll be the Warriors ball. As I was saying before I was interrupted, Coach Smith really knows his players well, really knows what he's talking about. Only second year as head coach on the varsity team, and he runs this team almost immaculately. He's fantastic. He knows the game of basketball, cares about his players. Just a great coach and a great resource for all these men, and a great teacher as well, as Wandy Munoz will interrupt me with another three-pointer, as he's got 13 points in this game now.
Like Coach Smith said in that interview, start off the game with a nice run, which the Warriors have done.
Unintentional screen there by Chicago Christian, and Wandy Munoz showing off the handles. He's got some speed now. Alex Moncal in the corner for three. They just cannot get that three ball hot tonight. To their credit, though, they still got 40 points on the board. Alex Moncal will dive for it, and Chicago Christian recovers. As Nate Schneiders with the ball, he doesn't have an option. As A.J. Van Dellen passes it back over to Nate Schneiders. And that pass back to Nate Schneiders. He goes up for the shot. It's no good. And Joel Barman brings it down for the Warriors.
Right now, it looks like the Knights are just forcing up shots.
Wandy Munoz, tough shot. 42-19. And Tyler Smith says, get that out of here. And another stuff on a shot. There's been a lot of those from the Warriors tonight.
It has, mainly because of the Knights not shooting as much as the Warriors from the three-point line, looking for those closer shots, looking to drive it in, maybe get some fouls.
As that pass goes right through the wickets of number 4, A.J. Van Dellen, and out of bounds.
These past few possessions, Chicago Christian has looked a little panicked by the Warriors' defense, having all that on-ball pressure, forcing the Knights to make some unforced turnovers, and that really has been a major factor so far in this game.
42-19, the Warriors lead now, and doesn't seem like they're going to be letting up anytime soon. Wandy Munoz for 3 in the corner. He can't quite get that one. Sam Thomas with a great board. And Davis Hoff not able to recover that pass as Sam Thomas, bit of a tough pass there and a good mid-range jumper there by Malachi Kreider, but doesn't quite go in. Wandy Munoz, easy layup. And how is there no foul called on that one? There seemed like a lot of body contact. And foul on Joel Barman.
Some of the Warriors asking for a charge on the last call, but it looked like Joel didn't have his feet set. Just asking for a blocking foul right there.
Jack Klein in the game now for the Warriors. Haven't seen him play in a long time. I think I've only seen him play one game this year, but definitely a skilled basketball player. Pass to the outside as Edward Van Dellen can't quite make that layup, and it'll be the Warriors' ball. Wyatt Vanderveld trying to restart it. Tyler Smith doesn't have a lot of options, neither does Wyatt Vanderveld. And Davis Hoff with a good pass to Sam Thomas, but picked off there. And Kerry Teague with a tough lay, and it goes. And timeout called by Chicago Christian, as it's almost a 20-point game now. They're trying to get right back in it, but good layup there by Kerry Teague. Definitely showing off the ball handling abilities. Hampton, do you think Chicago Christians will be able to get some momentum back with that layup, or do you think the timeout is to try to find a way to get some momentum back?
I think that timeout was to get that momentum back. Really, there hasn't been much going on. That last layup was their only point scored in a while because of that great defense, that great shot blocking ability by Tyler Smith and Hayden Schroeder.
(42-21), the Warriors lead. They're starting to run away with it, put the nail in the coffin. It would be interesting to see if Chicago Christian could find a way to creep back in this game. I mean, early on, it looked like this was going to be a lot closer of a matchup, but right now the Warriors are slightly dominating.
Unlike that first quarter, really, there hasn't been much defense to stop the Warriors for the Chicago Christian. The Warriors have been getting whatever they wanted, whether that's a three, a layup, also converting most of their fast break points, as you had that dunk by Alex Moncal and layups by Tyler Smith and Wandy Munoz.
Tyler Smith now for the Warriors will get it started once again, as he is very elusive. He isn't the fastest kid on the court, but he can shimmy right and left and shake off a lot of defenders, that's for sure. Wyatt Vanderveld now. As they call a travel against Wyatt Vanderveld. Really late call. See, Coach Smith didn't quite agree with that one either, and I don't believe I did either, but nevertheless, we'll move on.
If anything, it was a jump ball right there with both people having a ball. having the ball.
AJ Van Dellen now. Now they call a foul against the Warriors.
Yeah, why Vanderbilt had both his hands wrapped around. And that's an easy call for the refs.
As now a foul call against the Warriors on Edward Van Dellen. He will go to the line there. That one was on Davis Hoff.
You have Edward Van Dellen trying to make his first free throw of the night.
And he still can't do it. He's having a lot of struggles from the free throw line so far.
Maybe that's all they need to start making their free throws to finally get that momentum on their side.
And he does make that one. Now it's a 20-point game. You're in business, but you got to get to work fast if you're Chicago Christian, and that's going to help them as that layup will go in. Nicely done by A.J. Van Dellen, and Chicago Christian's finding a way back in this game. That's a foul. Tyler Smith.
A lot of sloppy ball these past few possessions. Lots of fouls, lots of turnovers, something that was not common in the first half.
Definitely looks like both teams are a little bit tired out. Maybe it's time for Coach Smith to use his reserves, that's for sure. As Davis Hoff under the basket, nicely done.
I believe that is his 7th points right now.
That is his 5th.
Fifth?
5th point. But yeah, he's having a good game so far. Tyler Smith, good board there. 50-50 battle between him and Nico Griggs, and Tyler Smith able to win that one. Jack Klein showing off the athleticism. Floater, and it's good. Tyler Smith, nicely done. Number 2 for the Warriors, his 6th point of the game.
That looked like it was going out right at the end, but somehow was able to get that one to fall.
Jack Klein, good job getting a hand in there for the Warriors, and 3-point attempt, no good, and Hayden Schroeder will come down with the ball. Sam Thomas, good ball handling there. Oh my goodness, Tyler Smith put on a show for a minute. And now Edward Van Dellen will not be able to make the layup. He's struggling ever since he took that hard fall earlier on. Davis Hoff able to put another one in.
And now that's his 7th point.
You just spoke it into existence, my friend.
See if the Knights can finally get some points after that early free throw.
And they call a foul against Jack Klein. Tough call there.
Tough call, trying to get that steal. And as you see on that replay, Tyler Smith passed it to Davis Hoff to get that easy layup. He had all the attention on him, so he decided to pass it off. And it was a great decision there.
As now they'll be going to the line.
Looks like they're
in foul trouble. That is why. Bit of confusion there, but the Warriors have 5 fouls already, so he will go to the line. Kerry Teague, as he makes that first one, banked in the free throw. You don't see that too often.
No, it doesn't happen a lot, but they will take those points in any way, as they haven't been able to score much so far.
As Tyler Smith passes it up to Hayden Schroeder. To Wandy Munoz in the corner, back to Davis Hoff. Tyler Smith back to Jack Klein in the corner. Hayden Schroeder puts a tough floater up, and Davis Hoff almost came down with it, but it will be Chicago Christian's ball. Good attempt there by Davis Hoff. Warriors have not scored in a minute, though. Hampton, Warriors need to get some momentum back.
Yeah, first they need to get a stop right here before the third quarter comes to an end.
Foul called against Davis Hoff once again. That's a tough call. That is a really tough call. I don't believe Davis Hoff did anything wrong in that one. He's just a big body. And when you have a guy like Kerry Teague, who's a little bit smaller, has a lot of, or my apologies, that was Malachi Kreider. He's not a tall guy, not as tall as Davis Hoff, but he can move the ball and he can move himself really well. And so when you have a guy coming in with a lot of speed and you run into that defender, it can look like a foul oftentimes.
He was just able to draw the foul. Maybe that's what he was going for, charging with a full head of steam. And the rest were able to battle him out there.
2 seconds left. Wandy Munoz. Oh my goodness, that was a close shot as we have 1 quarter to go.
From our angle, that looked like it was almost going to go in right off the backboard. And I'm sure everybody would have gone crazy if that had gone in.
Absolutely. Once again, check us out on YouTube. You are watching the live stream, so you can just click and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow us on Instagram at TheRealWaTV for more live stream news around campus. Hampton Spiritual Life Week Spring Edition is right around the corner because we had a Fall Spiritual Life Week. Really excited about that. Going to have a great special guest coming in to speak. That is Christopher Yuan. Should be an exciting time. He's going to help us walk through Grace and Truth, our theme for the week. It's going to be a great time. That's coming up in February. You guys don't want to miss it. There's a lot in that Spiritual Life Week that goes on. Spiritual Life Week can help a lot of people here at school. But also, all of you parents, there's a time for you to come on and hear from our speaker as well in the nighttime. So that will definitely be a great experience this year's Spiritual Life Week 2024 Spring Edition.
It's also our first time, too, having 2 Spiritual Life Weeks. Having one in the fall, one in the spring. Feel like it was a nice move there by Wheaton Academy to have 2, as one is nice, so maybe 2 is better.
Maybe 2 is better. I guess we're going to find out. I believe it is. Wandy Munoz. He'll start it for the Warriors. Alex Moncal. Paul Rieger's also in the game for the Warriors. Davis Hoff out of the basket. And it rolls out.
It was wide open right underneath the basket. Calling
Yes,
for
it is the Warriors' ball.
With only 7.5 minutes left in the game, the Knights need to get on a nice run here and quick.
As Warriors falling asleep a little bit, not knowing who's taking the inbound pass, and Wandy decides to take it himself. Good leadership there from Wandy Munoz, understanding the game, understanding what he has to do. Hayden Schroeder loses that one.
Looks like he's bowed out by a foul.
As he's going to go to the line, too. Or my apologies, it was a foul on number 2. I thought he was calling for 2 shots. My apologies.
And some foul trouble for the Knights as Demo Griggs have 3 fouls now with that last one.
Oh, my tough layup by Hayden Schroeder. Almost had it fall in.
Great contest at the rim.
Demo Griggs, or Malachi Kreider with the ball. My apologies. Great move there by Kerry Teague. And
they called that a foul.
I'm not sure how that was a foul. It looked like he tripped over the ball a little bit. I mean, it's not my place to judge every single ref's call, but however, not sure how that one was a foul. As Kreider passes it off, and Davis Hoff almost gets a steal there. Tough shot, and it is no good. Wandy Munoz moving with really good speed over to Davis Hoff as there was an absolute foul. Oh my goodness, what a late call. That was painfully obvious, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to get a replay of that if we could, because it was all arm, no ball on that one.
They're calling it on the floor too, so it was after the shot.
The shot call was not made. There was a foul after the fact that was called, which is just so sad because Davis Hoff would have gone to the line. And Paul Rieger, wide open 3-pointer. It's not quite good enough.
Nice inbound play for the Warriors, just unable to convert.
Yeah, great job setting it up. It'll be the Warriors' ball. Just over 6.5 to play and left in this game. Wandy Munoz. He puts on the ball handling skills and finds Paul Rieger on the outside for 3, and it's no good once again. And then he takes a foul right after. I believe Sam Swoboda is going to go get him.
Paul Rieger in warmups was looking pretty
Davis
good
Hoff
from
coming off
beyond.
the floor, as you were saying.
Paul Rieger was looking pretty good from beyond the arc in warmups. Just wasn't able to make any of those shots on those 2 wide open attempts.
Teagues on the outside. A.J. Van Dellen. Great pass to Edward Van Dellen, who saves it. And saved it again. Wow, 2 saves there by Edward Van Dellen in 1 play.
I don't know if he was trying to go for a save or make a perfect pass, but it worked out just right for them.
Travel called there against Chicago Christian, and it'll be the Warriors' ball. Charlie Canaris in the game for Wandy Munoz, as he's going to get some claps as he heads off the floor. Charlie Canaris under some tough pressure, and it will be the Warriors' ball.
The Knights trying to switch it up, go with a full court press here. Try and force a turnover so they can get on that run, try and score more points with the time going down.
As it's going to be the Warriors' ball once again.
I thought that went off of Paul Rieger's foot there at the end.
And it's going to be a timeout for the Warriors. Coach Smith finally getting the refs' attention there.
You can see Kevin Pittman, the head coach for the Knights, he's arguing that call. Not very happy with call.
This is the next broadcast on your screen. That'll be next Tuesday, January 30th at 7 p.m. against Chicago Hope Academy. A big conference matchup. You won't want to miss that one. Not sure who your host is going to be. I can tell you who it's not going to be for that night. Definitely will be someone new on the mic. Definitely a good class full of students who want to step on, like you, Hampton, and get some experience on the mic. So I'm excited to see who's going to step in for the Warriors. WATV voice. If that's a rotation, if that's one person, I'm excited to see what the future holds. So hopefully we'll see you out there a little more.
We'll see, we'll see.
We're also going to need a baseball commentator. Got some big games coming up this year.
Yes, there are. I mean, I've commentated on one baseball game before. That was my first game commentating. So
It's a tough sport to commentate. It's very slow.
very slow. I was lucky to have the great Matt Hockett as the play-by-play for that. So he was able to help me out there.
Shout out Mr. Hockett. No idea if you're watching or not. Hopefully you are. Was the one who got me into play-by-play broadcasting. I owe him a huge thank you, but also just, oh my goodness, that looked absolutely brutal. As I was saying before the interruption, shout out Matt Hockett. Got me into play-by-play broadcasting. Was very encouraging to me, helped me a lot grow, and just a great resource and a sports broadcasting fanatic, one might say. So he served his time here for sure. Isn't here this year, but we instead have a valuable replacement in Miss Burek, who has just been an absolute gift to me and many others this semester. She's done a phenomenal job sorting out tech stuff, whether it's the night before and we can't get a broadcast to work, or teaching a great sports broadcasting class as well.
And with that fall, looked like he fell right where the other fall was before this last possession.
Good shot there by Chicago Christian. And Charlie Canaris will start it off for the Warriors. He's showing off the speed a little bit as Kerry Teague just fell once again.
He does not look okay as he's limping back into action.
Malachi Kreider putting on the wheels, and Edward Van Dellen can't quite come up with that one. And Tyler Smith will restart for the Warriors. Tyler Smith to Paul Rieger on the outside. Bit of miscommunication between those two. Tyler Smith had a wide open three-point shot, decided not to take it. So did Charlie Canaris. And Charlie Canaris will go to the line.
Kerry Teague still trying to work out that right leg of his, bothering him a lot as he was just walking on that last defensive possession.
And Charlie Canaris will go to the line.
Number 20, Caleb Daniels, his first personal 13. Charlie Daniels makes the first. Canaris shooting inside.
And Tyler Smith to the outside of Sam Swoboda, all the room in the world, and he can't quite put that one home. Under 5 minutes to play left in this one.
Even with the poor three-point shooting by the Warriors, they're still able to have an almost 20-point lead with 4 minutes left.
Edward Van Dellen to the outside now to Kerry T. Over to Crestel. And, foul against Jake Weston. That's a tough call right there.
These past few possessions for the Knights, they have been getting a lot of calls. Maybe that was a new strategy that their head coach was talking to them, just trying to drive and draw fouls.
As that pass is over to A.J. Van Dellen. His pass, a bit of a miscommunication there, but nice job by Malachi Crestel, able to recover that one. And Edward Van Dellen pass to the outside, back over to Crestel for three. It's good. Good shot there. And a timeout called by Chicago Christian once again.
Jacob, if you were the Knights right now, what would you try to emphasize right now, being down by 16 with 4 minutes
You
left?
got to get one pass, get somebody open, pass it again, and take your shot. It's all about making shots at this point. I mean, you're still down 16 points in this game, so you got a lot of ground to cover in 4 minutes, but that's not too far out of reach for the Chicago Christian team. They can put down some shots pretty quickly and draw up some good plays. So I'm sure the message is play good offense and let your defense roll into your offense. That's my guess. What would you say, Hampton?
Trying to get lots of stops. I mean, they've been getting them in the past, but right now it's crucial with the time coming to a stop and also not being that close. I'm sure they wish they were closer, but they need to work out this hole quickly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As we have around 4 minutes left to play in this game, what a senior night it's been so far. Got to shout them out once again. They've just been fantastic all year and a fantastic addition to the program. Lots of different stories, as Coach Smith mentioned. I mean, we have a player from the DR. We have multiple transfers. Got a couple of guys who've been here at the program all 4 years. So a good core group of seniors this year to help lead the Warriors. Under 4 minutes to play. Wandy Munoz will start it off for the Warriors. And he's going to try to take it himself. Great pass there by Wandy Munoz to the outside. And Wandy Munoz using the ball handling skills. Tough mid-range jumper. It doesn't quite fall.
Like you said, Jacob, they got that defensive stop they needed. Hopefully they can convert and get some points on this drive.
Edward Van Dellen trying to find an outlet in the lane, and Wandy Munoz will pick it off. He's using his speed. He's going to try to go all the way to the bucket. And Sam Swoboda, and one. Nicely done by Wandy Munoz, facilitating a very tough and electric play, and he somehow gets the ball over to Sam Swoboda.
So that he was double teamed, and while he was turning around, he saw a wide open Sam Swoboda for an easy layup and converted into an and one, which is not what you want to be seeing if you're a Chicago Christian fan right now. That is not helping you at all.
Absolutely, that might be the nail in the coffin right there. It's 50-32. And that one doesn't quite fall. And Joel Barman getting in there trying to steal the ball away from Chicago Christian. Unable to do so. Good defense, though, by the Warriors. Richard Hogue in the game for Chicago Christian. Schneiders, pass over to Crestel, back to Hogue. Hogue will pass it back over to Crestel. Demo Gribbs.
Some good defense by the Warriors, not letting the Knights get an open shot, except for right now where they just got a free layup.
Joel Barman over to Jake Weston. Haven't seen a lot of him this year. Exciting to see the future of the Warriors program. Jake Weston able to cut to the middle. Great pass to Jack Klein on the outside. To Sam Swoboda, spinning off a couple, and it goes in. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting from Sam Swoboda.
That was a nice move. Put the defender away from him. Able to get an open shot. Tough one still, but able to convert it.
And Schneider's with the ball. He's unable to convert once again. Jake Weston with some speed. He'll slow it down though. So we have under 2 minutes to play, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Klein for three in the corner. Not quite good enough there. I would love one more three-point call, ladies and gentlemen. I would love one more. Pogue over to Demo Gribb. Griggs now. Great ball handling there on the defender, Paul Rieger. Over to Nate Schneider. That ball's picked off. And Joel Barman's able to retrieve that one, and a foul called against Paul Rieger.
Just a collapsing defense. Had no option for the Knights. It's been a great defense in the second half. And you can see that by the scoreboard, shutting them down on offense.
As there is just over a minute to play here in senior night here at Wheaton Academy. Paul Rieger doesn't quite convert on the first one. And Chicago Christian subbing some players back out on the court as there's only a minute left, as Warriors going to be able to drain this one out. 53-34 is our score currently, as there is just over a minute left to play. Zion Valentine, one of my favorite names I've ever said on a broadcast. Paul Rieger to the basket, and it will be a foul, and he will go to the line once again. It is going to be a slow last minute here, Hampton.
Usually when you're up by this much, you just want to slow it down for the winning team, which would be the Warriors. But they've continued to keep that foot on the pedal, pushing it to get as much points as they can, as you can tell, with pushing in transition and trying to keep scoring.
Paul Rieger not able to make either of those. Charlie Canaris on the outside left. 50 seconds left to play. Jake Weston for three, and it doesn't quite fall. Malachi Crestel. Good pick by Charlie Canaris, my goodness. Great athleticism. And 35 seconds left to play. Charlie Canaris, my goodness, and can't quite finish.
That catch he had back there looked like what he was doing in football as a wide receiver, snagging that ball out of nowhere and able to keep it alive for the Warriors.
25 seconds left in this one. A slow end to senior night, that is for sure. And unable to make that one.
It's been a tough night for the Knights at the free throw line.
Richard Hogue not quite able to make that one, and Paul Rieger will take the ball, and 20 seconds left in this game. Jack Klein waits, and the clock is going to be able to die out in this game. Under 10 seconds left to play. Joel Barman's going to be able to run the clock out. And that is going to end this one. 53-34, the Warriors able to take this one. What a game, Hampton.
What a game. Although the score might not tell it, it was a fun game to watch, especially in the first half, game of runs. Second half, not as much, but great defensive stops for the Warriors, able to convert on offense.
Absolutely. What a great game by all the Warriors. Congrats to our seniors graduating this year. What a fantastic way to end it out. Thank you guys. What a journey it has been on the Wheaton Academy live stream. An absolute ride for me, a passion, something that has really influenced my life, a great opportunity, and just an awesome way for me to be able to pursue sports broadcasting in the future. Not many schools have this blessing, have this opportunity to be able to do this, so this is just an absolute blessing. It breaks my heart to say that this is the last time I'll be up here, but definitely an experience worth remembering. When I look back at Wheaton Academy, I will remember sports broadcasting for sure. So one last time, will you guys say it with me? Warriors country, let's ride.